What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorldPodcast. Today we're going to be taking a look at Week 7, the Sunday games in 2021, and we're going to kick it off with the Panthers and the Giants. Now, I told you guys with the early start for the Panthers, you guys should already know this. I told you about CMC. If McCaffrey is out, the Panthers are not a good team. All right, now it's really bad that in 2021, their offense is predicated on a running back, but that's what it is. And people don't seem to understand that. They're like, oh my God, they should still be able to win. Why? Why should they still be able to win? Sam Darnold? Like, dude, what exactly is going on that's making anyone think that they should still be able to win? That's all I want to know. I don't really understand what the situation is, but just understand if you're a Carolina Panther fan, you're not doing anything anyway. Like, even if CMC is there and you're winning some games, you're not going to go on in the playoffs and be, dude, like, stop with all the imagination. You need a lot more work with that team in order to be able to do anything. So we need to stop, trying to fantasize like they were going to be good, because the Giants are not a good team either, but you kind of expect them to win in a game like this. You know what I'm saying? So realistically speaking, this is not a surprise. Some people was like, oh my God, I can't believe the Giants won. Yeah, okay, dude. Like, the Panthers are not a good team right now, so what are we doing here? And that's pretty much where I'm going to leave that. The Jets and the Patriots. The Jets are not a good football team. The New York teams, with the exception of Buffalo, the Giants and the Jets, they can be dumped in the trash compactor and nobody would worry about it. All right? Now, Zach Wilson did get hurt. They're saying, I believe it's his lateral. Is it a lateral collateral ligament? Like, he has something going on with his knee. I don't know exactly what's going on, but you can see the team is much worse without him, even though he's been averaging like 2 picks a game. They were just completely obliterated by the Patriots, but the Patriots are not a good football team this year either. You know what I'm saying? Mac Jones, he had a decent throw to Hunter Henry. I thought he went out of bounds a little bit when he dived for it, but it doesn't matter. But, Mac Jones starting to come in a little bit, make a little more of an influence on the game. I still think that he has a little bit more of a ways to go, but I think he's going to be a solid QB. Obviously you can't replace Tom Brady, but I think he's going to be a solid QB eventually. But, the Jets are there like a doormat. Like, dudes, that's what they're supposed to do to him. It's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? They walked all over him the way it's supposed to happen. Chiefs and the Titans. I heard a lot of people saying Mahomes was overrated. I don't want to go to that point to say that Mahomes is overrated. I would say this, though. That whole Super Bowl loser thing that goes on, like that, when they don't make the playoffs, I told you guys this. It's a big chance that the Chiefs don't make the playoffs. And I told you that a couple of weeks ago. And everybody laughed at me. They're not playing well. They're not doing anything well. And the Titans beat the brakes off of them. It is what it is. I don't know what's happening. It is what it is, bro. Like, Mahomes, he got a knee to the head. Like, bro, he looked like he just wanted to leave anyway. So hopefully he gets better. They figure out what's going on with him. But they just beat the hell out of him. And that's really what happened. It's nothing to really go crazy about. The Chiefs are not playing well. And people need to understand that. The Washington football team, they got demolished by the Packers. I personally, I'm very disappointed in the Washington football team, because I thought that they would be like, in the NFC least, I thought that they would be a team that we could look to. The Cowboys are running rampant, and you can't deny the talent on the Cowboys. Something is different about the Cowboys. Now, do I believe that they're going to do anything in the playoffs? Dak have a little minor injury going on. We have to see how he works. They had the bye week, obviously. We'll see how he recuperates and comes back. But if Dak is out for whatever reason, or if he's not where he's supposed to be, that team is not going anywhere. But right now, it's scary. And the Packers, after their first loss, they've been on a run. And everybody was looking at when the Saints won. Oh my God, Aaron Rodgers is garbage. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You can tell if it's one game or if the team just sucks. And I told you guys, don't get too crazy about the Packers. They're going to do, it's his swan song. He knows he's leaving after this year. He's playing with no stress at all and having a great time, so he'll be fine. The Falcons and the Dolphins. Kyle dig out your girls' pits, second most reception yards, 163 by a rookie tight end since 1970. Now, I know he got up to a slow start, and a lot of you guys are like, yo, Gmia, you told us that he'd be really good coming out of Florida. What's going on? What's going on is Matty Dry Ice is his quarterback. And sometimes you're going to get some good stuff. Sometimes you're going to get the real Matt Ryan. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Matt Ryan, I don't know how he was an MVP of the league. Actually, I do know. He just threw it up to Julio Jones with his eyes closed. But that's besides the point. The Dolphins are really going through it right now. Somebody's going to get fired, but it looks like they're going to get Deshaun Watson. But we don't know what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson once he's traded, because he has a lot of stuff going on. And I don't know how he's going to avoid all the things that people are allegedly saying that he did. But I can't see a scenario where he just gets traded and just starts playing, because everything will erupt. It's no way possible. So even if they do get Deshaun Watson and they get rid of Tua, I think they're going to have to figure out what the legality of what's going on with that situation is. But congratulations to the Falcons. They're not a good football team, but they're finding ways to win. And Kyle Pitts, you finally did your thing, my man. Good stuff. Bengals and the Ravens. A lot of you guys were shocked by this. Go back to my week 1 podcast when I told you the Bengals look like they're serious. Once you have a quarterback with a decent arm and a receiver that can beat people over the top, that's already a core for winning, okay, in the National Football League, because speed opens up the defense. It now opens up the run game. It opens up play action because you can't just sit down there. And Jamar Chase is having a field day. And Joe Burrow, he's what we thought he was. That's why you use the number 1 pick. As far as the Ravens, they can't tackle to save their lives. I don't know what they were doing. But again, Lamar Jackson, you're going to lose games. I don't know why people go crazy when Lamar Jackson loses a game. You can have a bad game during the regular season. You just got to be ready during the playoffs. But the Bengals are in first place right now. So people need to start to respect what they are. And I already saw it because Jamar Chase, bro, look, in the preseason, I was concerned that he was dropping all the passes. After week 1, I was like, all right, the guy's ready. He got stickum from Jerry Rice. He spoke to Jerry. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm going to tell you this right now. That young man's ready. Lions and the Rams. I told you this before. Dan Campbell, I would play for him anytime because he doesn't care about anything. And he looks like he has so much heart, and it looks like the team wants to win for him. At one point in this game, the Rams were down 13-3. They still, the Lions have a lot of work to do, but I think the coaching situation is good. He just needs more talent as far as the coach with Dan Campbell. I'm letting you guys know that right now because Jared Goff is not a good player. And that's a reason why they got rid of him. Now, it was all kind of crazy. They're playing their old teams, Matthew Stafford, all that crap, whatever. It didn't really matter. Jared Goff is trash. So we just need to face the fact and understand what's going on. But Dan Campbell, like I said, I would play for him at any time. The dude, he just looks like a man that he's ready to go and lead. And I like that about him. He doesn't care what's going on in the game. He'll just go for it on any kind of down. He's playing a video game, bro. The Eagles and the Raiders. All right, this game became a little bit close at the end when Jalen Hurts was doing whatever he wanted. He's running in touchdowns. He is that offense. They traded away Zach Ertz, and Zach Ertz was talking trash when he scored yesterday with the Cardinals, saying he hasn't seen that much green grass in forever because the Eagles don't have a good offense. If the young man is the only offensive weapon, what do you want him to do? He has a rookie and another guy that sometimes catches the ball. What do you guys want from the Eagles right now? Give him a chance to grow. Give him a chance to be able to mature, and everything will be okay. All right? But that was a solid win by the Raiders. They've looked like a different team since the whole John Gruden thing, so we have to see how that continues to go. The Texans and the Cardinals. At one point, I thought Kyler Murray would be out of the game, and I was scared. After he came back, it is what it is. Cardinals, they just railroaded the Texans. Again, this was a scoreagami also with 31-5. A score has never ended like this before, but this is what I need everybody to understand. Deshaun Watson, just get rid of him. Please, Texans, you got a couple more days, just get rid of him. And look at what happens when it's like a breath of fresh air in the locker room and the guys can really just focus in on what's going on. He is a cloud over the team right now. He needs to leave. I've been saying this all year. Please, get rid of him. And again, the Cardinals are for real. The Bears and the Buccaneers, congratulations to Tom Brady, first player in NFL history with 600-plus career pass TDs. I don't know if Mike Evans knew that because he gave the ball to a fan, which in turn, they were able to get the ball back from the fan. It was estimated in Vegas that that ball would be worth a minimum starting price of $500,000. And I don't know what they told the fan, but the fan gave the football back. Just a quick point of order, guys. I'm not like, I understand the history of it and everything like that, but if you willingly give me something that's worth value and it's on camera that you gave it to me, I'm not giving you back $500,000. Shout out to the guy that did it, and I understand like everything that goes on, but it is an organization and they could have paid the man for the ball. So I would have just held it calmly and just said, no, I'm not giving it back. Give me a deal, give me a check right now, and we're good. Other than that, I'm not giving you anything back. And people were very amazed about the situation. And again, it's your preference, but guys, that is a very, very highly sought off opportunity. Maybe you let Mike Evans pay for it because he's the idiot that gave it to him. But again, in his defense, he probably didn't know it was a 600 touchdown. Tom Brady has been doing so many wild things with records. I wouldn't even give any ball that he throws for a touchdown into the crowd. Because just because he's making history by just playing this well at his age, you just have to know, like, yo, we can't do this. And that's what happened. But shout out to the guy that gave it back. Hopefully they give him something worth value. I believe they said they're going to give him like a signed jersey that's like garbage. But I would have kept the ball, guys. And I know most of you guys would have kept the ball as well. But the Bears, before we go over to the Colts and 49ers, I just want to say Justin Fields is going to have games like that as a rookie, but he needs more weapons around him. But they completely got demolished. The Colts and the Niners, this was like a bird bath, dude. It was just straight rain. It was crazy. Garoppolo looked like trash. Carson walking to him Wentz. He had a couple plays that guys should have caught the ball. They didn't. It's raining. It was a really, really bad washout. I do agree that there should be more domes in the NFL to prevent stuff like this, because that was a really bad game. Watching it back in the day, you know, in the 60s and 70s, that's fine. They didn't really have the money and the technology. Right now they do. You know, retractable stadiums, stadium roofs and all that stuff. It was a washout, but nothing changed. Garoppolo is a trash quarterback, and he's going to have to go very, very soon. That's my personal opinion about it. Colts looked pretty good yesterday, but I don't think that they're a good football team overall. No playoff hopes for me in my mental for them in the future. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you had a great day. You enjoyed the games. I'm going to see you soon. One love, y'all.